Hello everyone, and welcome back to Inspiring Steps. Today, I want to share a story that could change your life. It's a story about fear, about preparation, and about the crushing weight of what if. Have you ever put off a dream because you felt you weren't fully ready? Have you ever found yourself waiting endlessly for that perfect moment to arrive? If so, then this story is for you. Let's begin. In a quiet, secluded valley lived a young man named Aeon. His greatest dream was to reach the legendary Golden City, a beautiful place said to lie just beyond the towering mountains that bordered his home. It was a city of opportunity, of success, of true happiness. But there was one major obstacle. Between him and his dream stood those high, treacherous mountains. Aeon desperately wanted to go, but he kept telling himself, "I'm not ready yet." You see, Aeon was an exceptionally careful person. He believed that meticulous preparation was the key to everything. So, he began to pack for every single danger he could possibly imagine. For the biting cold of the mountain peaks, he packed a thick, heavy fur coat. To guard against hunger, he packed 10 pounds of dried meat and grain. For the possibility of rain, he packed a large, heavy-duty tent. To defend against wild animals, he included a solid iron sword. And for all the unknown dangers, he added rope, lanterns, and jugs of oil. He packed for every single what if. What if it rains? What if I get hungry? What if a wolf attacks me? What if anything goes wrong? Finally, after weeks of preparation, the day came. Aeon hoisted the massive backpack onto his shoulders, but it was far too heavy. He strained to stand up, his legs trembling under the load, but he couldn't. He tried again, summoning all his strength, but he collapsed to the ground. He was literally crushed under the weight of his own safety. Days turned into weeks. There he sat, in his house, surrounded by everything he needed to survive any challenge the mountains could throw at him. But he hadn't moved a single inch. One sunny afternoon, an old man happened to be walking past Aeon's house, heading directly toward the mountains. He carried nothing but a small, light satchel over his shoulder. Seeing him, Aeon shouted from his doorway, "Stop! You can't go like that. You're not ready. Without proper supplies, you'll surely die out there." The old man simply turned, a gentle smile on his face, and laughed. He walked over to Aeon and said, "My son, you have everything you need to survive, but you haven't even started your journey." The old man then began to help Aeon unpack his enormous bag. He picked up the heavy iron sword. Why carry 5 pounds of iron for a wolf that isn't here today? Ask it. Next, he lifted the bulky tent. Why carry an entire house on your back because of a cloud that might appear next week? He pointed to the sacks of food. And why carry the burden of a month's hunger when you only need strength for today's journey? Then, the old man said something truly powerful. You are confusing preparation with prediction. You are carrying the weight of 1,000 possible futures on your back. No man is strong enough to carry that. He continued, his voice calm and wise. The scariest monsters aren't in the mountains, young man. They are the ones living inside your own mind. How incredibly true is that? Most of our fears aren't real. They are phantoms we've created in our imagination. We exhaust ourselves worrying about problems that aren't actually happening. We postpone our most precious dreams because of hypothetical situations that may never, ever come to pass. The old man gave Aeon some simple advice. Ask yourself this. Is this problem happening right now? If the answer is no, then put it down. Trust in your future self. Believe that when real problems arise, you will have the strength and cleverness to find solutions. Focus only on what you need for the next 24 hours. That is all you need to handle. That is enough. Listening to these words, Aeon slowly began to remove the heavy items from his pack. He took out the sword, the tent, the excess food, the oil, and the ropes. All he kept was some bread, a flask of water, and a single thin blanket. As they stood up, he felt a wave of fear. He felt exposed, vulnerable. But alongside that fear, he felt something entirely new. He felt light. For the very first time, he could stand up easily. He took a deep breath and stepped out of his house. He took one step, then another, and then another. Whenever a real challenge appeared on his path, a sudden storm, a rocky cliff, A moment of hunger, he dealt with it. He found a cave for shelter. He discovered a safer path. He foraged for berries. He solved each problem, one by one, as it came. And eventually, after his long journey, he arrived at the Golden City. He didn't make it because he was perfectly prepared for every eventuality. He made it because he finally started. So, my friends, what's in your mental backpack today? Are you carrying old fears, worries about the future, an endless list of what-ifs? I want you to ask yourself that question right now. Is this problem I am worried about happening right now? If it isn't, give yourself permission to put it down, lighten your load, and take that first step, because your golden city is waiting for you. If this story inspired you, please like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to Inspiring Steps for more life-changing stories. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep moving forward.